Well, voters going to the polls in Idaho might notice something different. Electioneers are now required to set up even farther away. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Derek Dice. Kirsten O'Connor has a night off. Rather than maintaining a distance of 100 feet from polling places, electioneers are now required by law to stay at least 250 feet away from any entrance or exit. Our Hunter Bertram is live at the Kootenai County Elections Office with mixed reactions to this and who will enforce this new law. Hunter?
Yeah, Derek, electioneers have been pushed nearly half a football field farther away from all Idaho polling places, and it's because of that emergency law that passed during this year's legislative session aimed at keeping voters safe. It's a busy day at the Kootenai County Elections Office. Early voters wrapped around the building all morning long.
We're already at over 17,000 people that have early voted as of right now.
And you can see there's not much room for everyone, and that's why Gailey Ankerberg, an electioneer nearby, thinks the new distance requirement is okay.
I think it's appropriate. I think that if there were signs closer at that point, it's more of a safety hazard.
She says people need to focus on not hitting someone headed to vote with their car. She even says it calms everyone down.
That's right. It's appropriate here. They're honking, they're waving, they're all excited, and then it's like, okay, now we're down to business. And that's, I think, as it should be.
But across the street from her, electioneer Nina Beasley somewhat disagrees.
I didn't agree with the law change, but in this particular instance, I do think that helped it because it prevents obstruction of traffic.
But in all, every electioneer must follow the new rule. 250 feet is the closest you can be set up from a polling place.
And so if we have anyone that could be potentially violating the 250-foot rule, we have the judges go out there and observe. We'll ask them to move, and if they're not moving, then local law enforcement can be called to just see what's going on with that situation.
Coeur d'Alene police tell me they have a few specific officers assigned to respond to these calls on election day if that call does come in. And if any electioneers are in violation, the first two offenses are $300 each. The third violation is a misdemeanor that could lead to jail time. Now, right now what you're looking at, this is about 100 feet away from the elections office that you used to be able to electioneer. Now, they're moving them away, like I said earlier, nearly half a football field. It's actually all the way down. It's a little hard to see in the darkness right now, but it's the corner all the way over here. But a caveat to this, you're still allowed to show up to polls with, if you have a hat, a shirt of the person you are voting for, you're still allowed to do that. Or if there's private property within that 250-foot boundary, you are still allowed to also have signs and electioneer in those private properties. But for now, the lodge is just moving electioneers a little bit further away, and as you can see, it's just a few 150 feet away from here. Live in Kootenai County, Hunter Bertram for News Now.